All right, Kelsi. So to pick up where we left off, I was asking you what that sort of root cause was that sort of led to people coming to you and then you sort of helping them through their struggles.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking that again. So I feel like it's really connected to like this current client of mine. She went to my yoga classes and it's really she notices that there's a lack of connection with her intuition. She's like, it's really hard to find herself. So it's this lack of connection to her intuition. There's a bit of lack of self-love, I could say. Maybe a bit of self-confidence, a lack of self-confidence as well. So, yes, that can go deeper into trauma and wherever that may stem from, that full root cause. And as a coach, I don't dive into the whole root just because that's more for a therapist, and really honoring the space that that person is in with those with those experiences, whether it's that lack of or the disconnection of the intuition that they're feeling, that they're very in their mind, like trying to make decisions based on just their thoughts rather than getting into their body and having this grounded sense of like, okay, yes, this is what I want, or okay, no, this is not what I want, that there is a disconnection there. So, yeah, people that are in their mind, disconnected from their intuition, a lack of self confidence, lack of self love. And of course, that's all on a spectrum. Doesn't mean they're tanking and or there's not a lot of self love or self confidence. It just means there would like to be an increase in all of those things, and that they know what it's like, or maybe they don't know what it's like to feel their intuition. And understanding what intuition is and how to get again from here into our bodies. So I feel like those are the biggest causes or like root that people get drawn towards me, because that's something I like to offer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's switch gears a bit and talk a little bit about your work in yoga. What is that all about?
Yeah. Oh, yoga's beautiful. My work in yoga, gosh, it's been over 2 years of teaching yoga, and I don't know if I fully knew I wanted to be a yoga instructor. I think the seed was probably planted deep within me. I think my mind wasn't I wasn't there yet. It wasn't the season quite yet. Anyways, that felt mm, yoga has been a very powerful thing for me. It's been a practice that has helped me heal, get to know who I am, and releasing emotions. It's more than just these poses that we do. Like poses are fantastic, and yes, we can stretch our body and open our energy, and it's a level or two deeper, and that's what I like to offer in my classes, is this sense of, okay, what is your body feeling? Okay, how can we, like, whatever the moon phase is, I create a sequence based on that. So last quarter moons, like I mentioned we are in today, is a releasing. So I'd be doing some twisting, so I'd be twisting out the energy that's within one's body, and that can be a way of healing as well. So there's definitely a lot of things I like to intertwine. The moon phases, the trusting in oneself, letting people have a bit of independence in their yoga practice too, because I feel like that builds intuition, that builds this trust with oneself of like, oh, it's okay to move this way. I don't need to follow exactly what the instructor is saying. So I really like to hold that space for curiosity, for intuition, for the release or the opening from the moon phases. Uh, and that's been a part of my journey, is really being able to connect on my mat intuitively and not just follow what the instructor is teaching. And I find that to be a very powerful and healing experience. So that's something I, again, as coaching, I want to keep offering. And it's funny though, one other part that comes up is a younger version of myself did not like attention. She shined away from the spotlight. She very much was like, no, I don't like that. No, thank you. I will just stay over here. And now I'm teaching classes where there's groups of people looking at me like, what? It just is so, it's a healing part. It's healing for the version of me that is younger. And I was like, wow, like, yeah, this was uncomfortable. And when we challenge ourselves in life, we can grow, we can expand, we can heal, we can open to what we're meant to do, why we're here, our purpose on earth. So yoga is just so much more than just these modern day poses. It goes deep, deep, deep within oneself. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big part of my life as well.
Because I remember I took a yoga class last year, and it was on the waterfront, and they were doing these group yoga classes, and so I thought, oh, why don't I try it? And so I started doing these yoga classes in my wheelchair, and yeah, I tried doing the best
Mm.
I could, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, oh, I'm so happy to hear that. What did you enjoy about it? Just again, a bit of curiosity.
I enjoyed like being like a part of a group of people. I'm always a group person, so I like being
Mm.
around people and doing it with others, and just because I like it, I enjoy it. Yeah.
Mm.
hmm And it's in
Beautiful.
the
Thank you for
outdoors, so it's
sharing.
good.
Oh, yes. Being out in nature in the fresh air and being around people. What a powerful communal thing to be a part of.
Yeah. Do you have like a studio that you do these classes in, or like?
Yeah, so actually, I was teaching in Seattle. I'm not currently in Seattle. I'm actually in Canada at the moment. For I believe around 6 months, I'll be here. So I was teaching at home at Shefa Yoga in Roosevelt, and then Hot Yoga on Queen Anne. Those are two hot yoga studios. They're sister studios, same owner. Lovely, lovely space. Yeah, I needed to step away because there was a new opportunity that came into my life. So currently, I'm not teaching consistently anywhere. I do like to do private one-on-one sessions, integrating my coaching, my wellness, somatic wellness coaching, and yoga as well, and having those pair. I'd like to do that virtually. So that's what I'm mainly doing, nothing fully in person right now.
hmm And so what have you learned in doing this kind of work, both in the wellness area, but also the yoga area?
What have I learned? Woo. Healing.
Yeah.
This word healing just comes straight up to me. It's healed me in so many ways. It's opened up a version of me that I didn't even know existed. And like I was saying, that younger version of me was very to herself and like to keep things inward, and even a sense of isolation at times, specifically in teenage years, and didn't like the spotlight. And it supported me in coming back into this almost like childlike energy that I really want to continue to have in my life, because in that sense there's this curiosity, there's this love, there's this expansion, there's this almost like limitless sense of like, mm, yeah, of healing and opening. And I feel like these practices, as well as movement, like the ecstatic dance, has just brought so much healing to me, to my energy, to my body, and has brought in a lot of beautiful people and opportunities into my life, because it starts within ourselves. If we connect with ourselves, we attract the things that are meant for us, and we also get to use our intuition and say yes or no. And that's the powerful thing too, is how we can co-create with something greater, is we get to say, okay, thank you for bringing that in, and then I'm going to set that aside because no, thank you. Or saying yes to the things and knowing what we want. Like, I have gotten more and more true with this sense of healing and sense of connection with myself through all these different practices of being like, this is what I want, and that I deserve these things, and I'm going to go after these things. And there's a sense of confidence that I didn't have when I was younger. And it's coming back in a lot more through these practices. So yeah,
Yeah.
healing overall.
I remember I was the same way. Back in high school, I was more of an introverted kid. I was kind of closed down. I was kind of like I didn't want to talk to anyone. But as I gotten into college, became more extroverted. I was started
Mm.
talking to more people, and so it's been an evolution for me.
Wow, that's powerful. Do you know what changed from high school to college?
Just
Like what shifted?
Yeah, just my ability to trust myself and to gain that confidence that I needed to actually do it. Because at that time in high school, I didn't really, like I said, I kind of closed down. I didn't have the confidence to be like my other peers because they were all like extrovert. They were all kind of outgoing, but I just I was kind of like a shell of myself. But then when I got to college, I had to change something, and so I took it upon myself to really do it.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very
Th-
proud of
Yeah,
you for taking that step and
yeah, thank you.
leaning
Yeah, it
leaning
takes a
into
lot
that
of work,
version of
but
yourself.
once you get used to it,
Mm.
it works out. Um, what
Yeah.
what sorts of goals or sort of ideas do you have, like in terms of like both wellness or in your yoga thing that you're doing? Do you have any goals that you want to work towards in those areas or
Ooh, goals. I love that.
yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up because that's a really big part of coaching is goals, taking action towards something, as well as the moon phases. It's taking action towards something that one wants. So that just, yeah, that resonates with me. Goals. Let's see. I feel like for the wellness coaching, I really do want to keep bringing in clients, attracting people that are needing guidance, needing support, needing this this space that I can hold, that I can offer to drop into themselves, to just be fully within. So I think a goal of mine is to just continue putting energy out there to, well, the goal is to bring in more people that are needing that expansion, that self-love, that intuition that again I can hold space for, and that I can, for myself, an action step is being able to just speak out that energy, similar as you asking. I can share with you. And words are powerful. Law of attraction. What we put out is what we receive. So that is, I'm almost putting in my action step already of the goal that I already placed a bit. So I love taking action. I think it's very important because that's how we get where we want to go or what we would like for ourselves. Yoga. Hmm. I mean, I would like to teach more consistently and offer to the community. I think that's definitely a goal of mine, as well as I think bringing together teaching yoga and the somatic wellness coaching could be a truly powerful type of uh, offering. I think bringing those two together to make space for someone that is, in a pose, and maybe there's emotions that come up, or there's thoughts that come up, or beliefs that come up, and parts of them that come up, and being able to create that space. So I think there's like goals for each of them, but then bringing them together and being like, okay, this is a program that would be really powerful to offer. So I think that's a goal. So there's a lot of different kind of goals right now.
Yeah, yeah, I bet there's a lot. For my last question is this: what looking back, because I remember I would do these, write a letter to myself, like remember my high school year, senior year of high school, I would we would write letters to ourselves by the end of graduation and then reflect on what we've learned. So what I'm asking you is, what could you tell your younger self and sort of how you, your experience, but like also how you've evolved into who you are today?
Oh, so if I'm speaking to my younger self, is that what
Right.
you're saying?
Yeah. What would you
Okay.
say?
What would I say? Oh gosh. Okay. The first thing that just came straight up for me was you are not alone. Like that feeling of being alone was very present, even though I was not alone. And I knew, I think a part of me knew that, but I think something as simple as like, you are loved, you are not alone. And I see you. And just affirming her experience, affirming. I'm very big on words of affirmation, so I know that younger version of myself could have enjoyed more affirmations, more love, more attention, mainly from myself, I would say. But I just didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to offer that to myself at that time. So, yeah, you're not alone. You're loved. I'm here for you. I see you. I hear you. I understand you. And I understand what you're moving through. And I think that's most likely what I would, and trust in life, like
Trust is a big one,
let go
yeah.
of control and trust. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All righty. Okie
Mhm.
dokie.